Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to take a look at doing this part using AutoCAD 3D. Now I will tell you in the beginning that I'm not going to put the fillets when I create the original sketch, and I'm doing that mainly because I want to show you how to do a fillet to a three-dimensional part using AutoCAD, right? So let's go ahead and jump over to AutoCAD and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this grid off, and then we're going to turn our ortho on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the running O snaps that I have set up. And you can also see that I am using the 3D modeling ribbon up here at the top. Let's go ahead and start off by starting with a rectangle. I'll select here, and then I'll put in the X and Y coordinates of it. So the X one is going to be 120, comma, and then the height of this should be 50. Let's go ahead and zoom the extents. And now I'm ready to start putting in the lines for all of my circles that's going to be on the inside of this. Now I'm going to go ahead and explode this just so I can make it a little easier on myself. The shortcut for explode is going to be X. I'll go ahead and select this line and go to the copy command, pick a base point here, and now I'll go off this aiming this direction. Then I'll type in 10, enter, 34, enter, 60, 86, 110, and then that should be it for there. Then we'll come up from the bottom here, so I'll select this line here, do a copy, go from this base point. I'm going to go up a distance of 10, and then I will go up whatever half of this distance is, which is going to be 25, and then I have one more number, which is going to be 40. All right, so here are all the numbers that I should need in order to create this three-dimensional part. Next, let's go with a circle, so just C, enter. I'll go to this intersection. Then I'll type in D for diameter, and then I'll type in the diameter of this circle, which is going to be 10. Now I have multiple of these circles, so I'll select this one, do a copy again, go from this center, and then I'll place it at this location. I have two located on this side, and then I have one that's located here, and then I have a final one that's located here. Okay, next I'll go ahead and put a circle right here in the middle, so just C, enter, go ahead and place it right at that midpoint here. It has a diameter of 20, so D, enter, and then 20. And then finally, I can get rid of these lines, and then we're going to go ahead and get ready to create our array here. And I got a couple more lines to get rid of. Alright. So let's go ahead and create a line that's going up here. Now it has a circle of what, 35 is the bolt circle that goes around here. So we can draw a circle going from here. I'll type in D again, and then the diameter is going to be 35. Let's go back to the circle command, so C, enter. Let's go ahead and find this diameter here, or that quadrant. Back to D, enter, and the size of this hole is going to be 3 as our diameter. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Then we can use the polar array, which is located here. I'll go ahead and select my circle here, followed by enter. It's going to ask me where I want my base point. It's going to be right here in the middle. It automatically sees that I want a 6, and it really is not an automatic thing. It's just the default of AutoCAD is usually 6 places. All right, make sure your associativity is turned off. Go ahead and hit the close the array function. Now, I'm going to make sure that I select these outside lines again and join them back. So I'll just type in J, enter. All right, now we have everything that we need to create the three-dimensional solid for this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at it in an isometric view. And we will use the extrude command. Once again, make sure that all of your lines are joined. So these lines on the outside, they are 1. Let's go ahead and put a window around everything and hit enter. Give it a height, which is going to be 7. Now sometimes I'll switch it over to shades of gray and I'll leave it in this wireframe. The benefit of using wireframe is that when I use the subtract function, so I can go to subtract, I can select the object I want to keep and hit enter. It's a lot easier for me to actually pick on these cylinders if that's something that you want to do. So if you have difficulty, for example, if I escape out of this command and I go to the shades of gray, and then if I use the subtract command, remember I'm going to select the object I want to keep first, go ahead and hit enter, and now I have to go and select these cylinders. Sometimes that's not necessarily easy. You can see the whole plane will highlight and you got to get right in that special area. But if you leave it as a wireframe, it's a lot easy. Now I'm just going to kind of take a shortcut approach to this and put a window around them, going both directions. Go ahead and hit enter. All the holes are subtracted. And we should be done creating this three-dimensional part, right? Next, let's go ahead and put those fillets that I was going to tell you about. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to select the solid tab here, and then that's where you're going to find the fillet edge. And then here we're going to go ahead and specify the radius is what we want to change. The radius for all of those corners will be 10. So go ahead and type in 10 and hit enter. And then we're going to just select the edges, right? So we're going to select that edge. And then this one. Select this button here. And it's going to work around to the other side. Select that edge there. And one more edge here. We'll go ahead and hit enter. And that's going to give us a preview. And then one more enter to accept it, right? So that should be that totally completed three-dimensional part. Also showing you where and how to use the fillet edge, right? So I appreciate it for watching this video. Thank you. Leave me a comment if there's something that you may have seen that I did wrong. And as always, keep drafting, and I will see you in the next video.